That does look good, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. All right. I was kind of hesitant about putting these big hubcaps on here that come with the wheels, these North Star wheels from buytruckwheels.com, but they turned out nice. All right, Lake, continue doing what you're doing. We're gonna get these hubcaps put on here. So while we've got the white cab over backed up here, I'm gonna try to fix a small coolant leak it's got. It's got some hoses we just flat out need to replace. But the Kenworth is sold. If you guys didn't buy it, you freaking missed out, because some fellas drove out here from Texas and they're changing oil in it before they hit the road right now, put some fresh oil filters on it, and they're gonna make this 16, 17 hour drive back home to Texas in this bird. That sounds like a fun road trip though, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it does, seriously, let's be real. I would do it. If I found a unit like that I was wanting to buy, shoot, let's hit the road, Jack. All right, let's get this cab jacked up, see if we can fix the coolant leak on this thing. Top coolant off while Lake's getting the wheels put on there, them new hubcaps. And then we're gonna jump into today's Will It Start on this little tiny Kubota right here. Oh boy, my dad, this thing was basically given to him when he bought some other stuff. And she's been sitting a while. I think someone painted it like 20 years ago and it sat. But this little Kubota diesel's from like the 70s. And the throttle's kind of stuck on it, so I'm worried about maybe an injection pump being stuck. I don't know. The steering isn't a happy camper. Lots of stuff to figure out. But let's get the coolant leak fixed on this bird first. All right, so while Lake is working on getting the coolant lines fixed on the cab over, we're gonna get this little tractor dug out of here and see if we can make this boy run. Boy, I used to tinker with these little tractors all the time when I was growing up. That's how I got a lot of my knowledge that I've got now. Kind of messing with these little dudes. Pretty simple. It's a little 2-cylinder diesel. There's not much to it at all. I'll mess these fenders up in the process. Probably should grab a chain. Oh! Oh, shoot. Hell yeah! Oh boy. All right, we're gonna get this little two-banger banging away and starting and running up. Get it right up here in the sun where it's nice and warm, where we can see what's going on out here. That ought to do it right there. Now hopefully don't roll down the road. Money. Money, money, money! Don't run over my North Dakota! So for anybody wondering, we're gonna be at the Bradenton drag strip with the Dakota Wednesday sometime, doing some testing tunes, and supposedly she pulls wheelies, so we're gonna find out.
No.
Yeah, it's real things. There's Daddy-O pulling in a tractor he brought. Where's that bucket? Bought it from Alabama. So right here what we've got is a Kubota L175, 17 horse, it says bare max output of 17 horsepower. So let's look up this, uh-oh. That ain't good. That's either a water or an oil pressure sensor or a coolant temp sensor right there. All right, L175, let's see what year this is. So whenever I'm curious about year models and tractors, it's hard to break it down by the exact year, but you can get a rough year, as I just go to tractordata.com and look them up. So this thing's between a 73 and a 76. So she's an old bird, like 50 years old. 40, something like that. All right, hopefully nothing jumps out at me. Look at all these wasp nests in there. She's old school. She got a compression release. And that's froze up. That's not good. Slap full of diesel though. Maybe it smells like kerosene now. Stuff's so old. It's me, Mario. There he goes. Fellas that bought the Kenworth are working on and getting her tip-top roadworthy condition. Look at all that acid. I dare you stick your tongue. I dare you stick your tongue to it.
No.
Come on.
You.
I guess this is how you turn the charging system on. Look at that. Jeez. All right, where's the engine oil dipstick at? I don't know. I don't really see a dipstick anywhere. This is really weird. There's our fuel hose, looking a little janky. I guess first things first, we'll get these battery cables loose, swap out this here battery, and I'm afraid to touch that.
How long do you think that takes for that to do?
If it's just, oh, shoot.
Thing just pops right off.
Maybe we'll keep from leaking acid everywhere. Wow, look at that. All right, I guess we'll get the air blower. We don't want to use water, it's make a mess everywhere. Oh, look at all that dirt. Look at all the dirt in the radiator, good Lord. All right, we'll grab the battery terminal cleaner and we'll find a decent battery to throw in there right quick. That's a brand new Continental battery. See if we can get these battery terminals cleaned. Oh boy, all this acid is not good for my hands. I have to wash my hands really good. It just feels so icky. It's diesel, 2-cylinder diesel.
Is this gonna be another pulling tractor?
I don't know about all that noise. So this isn't the exact right battery for it, but oh, it may not even work, honestly. Because the posts, oh, maybe it will. I just need to turn it around. Turn this bird around. There we go. Put that right there. That tractor nice Dad got? Looks pretty good. There we go. She should fire right up. This old battery should serve for a pretty good wheel chock here. Shouldn't go nowhere now. Oh, look at this key. That's a. Oh, she ain't doing nothing. That's not good. Possibly because that's where fuses used to be. And maybe they're gone now? I don't know. Let's grab my test light and see if we got power. All right, let's find a good ground. Right there should work. All right, we got 12.5 at the starter. Some malarkey we got going on here.
That just blew me a kiss.
How is that, Dalton? Okay, I don't know what all this stuff is they've got going on here. So right there's the oil pressure sensor thing that is supposed to be right there. Pretty sure that's oil pressure sensor. Let's see if there's power up here on this fuse board here. Oh, I can see the back of the key switch down here. Let's see. Power on one side of it. It's like playing, what, remember that game when you were kids where you playing doctor?
Oh, yeah.
And you had to go to the operation, you're sticking it through there, trying not to touch the wrong thing. This right here, so these tractors, he turned it one way to preheat, and it would warm up your finger right there on that little button there, and you turn it the other way to start it, but maybe something's got to be I don't see a neutral safety switch, which you'd think it would have one. There's high and low for the transmission. Yeah, no neutral safety switch. So, well, I guess aside from the wiring, let's see if she runs. So I'm gonna go grab my starter button, and we're gonna make her turn over. So hold tight. This little sweetheart's gonna do what Daddy's telling it to do. There's that. We got a hot. Now we're connect this other side, which is the trigger, to the other side of the starter over here, which is the solenoid activator thing. Oh, shoot. Shoot. There we go. See if we can make something happen. All right. 1, 2, 3, fire away. Well, she spins over, it's not locked up. That's a good thing. But see, we got no white smoke coming out the tailpipe back there. And this is the compression release. It doesn't need it, which is surprising. That could be good or bad. That was too easy. Every freaking time.
Got the magic fingers.
I was hoping for like a genuine will it start. Oh no, it won't start.
Gotta try to make it.
Yeah, you just gotta move the throttle off stop. This thing runs like a charm. Now I'll see if the 3-point works. What the? This is the best dang free tractor I've ever got.
Holy cow.
The only thing I'm genuinely worried about is this freaking steering. Because these steering gearboxes on Kubotas are so expensive. We're talking like $2,000 for a used one because they're like impossible to find. Yeah, it's starting to make cracking noises and stuff. Hear it? That ain't good. That's not good at all. Woo! What the heck was that? Dang dirt dauber got me. I guess we'll put some air in the tires and go see if she drives. Probably got a bad tube in it or something, I'm sure. Yeah, see the water leaking out of it? Probably needs a new tube. Not good. Leaking out as fast as we're putting it in. I just put a tire in my new free tractor. What the heck? That ain't part of the deal. All right, grab the battery. So, our free tractor started easy. Look at that. Our clutch, it must be stuck or something because it ain't doing diddly squat. That ain't good. Uh-oh. Now I gotta find a way to break this clutch loose. And it doesn't steer at the same time. Let's jack the front end up and see if we can get steering broke loose, and then we'll go try to break this clutch loose.
And I thought they put it backwards.
They must have did something wrong because it ain't working.
So they're put that together and it ain't working. So they put the disc in backwards. Where you going with it?
to your way. It ain't sounding good. You know, it looks like someone's been messing with the adjuster right here on the side of the steering box. You know, tightens up the tension on it.
Well, it's been sitting in a...
Well, I wonder if I loosen that up a little bit, if it'll help. I just don't want to, you know, these gearboxes are so expensive. Keep turning it to the right. There we go. Okay, go back the other way.
I imagine the gearbox needs oil, probably.
Does it take oil or grease?
It's got easier that time.
Well, keep going back and forth. Well, I don't know where you would put.
But they may have it too tight, like you said, on that thing.
Yeah, let me grab a wrench or something and I'll loosen that up. Yeah, or 17, because everything on this thing's Japanese and metric, so we're probably gonna have to use a socket there, bud.
I heard wrench, so I went to grab me a wrench.
Oh, that broke her loose. So what this does is that set screw right down inside the center here adjusts the tension on the gearbox. We're gonna loosen it up just a little bit. All right, let's back her down, boys. I would grab the only screwdriver with a broken tip. Dang it!
Oh!
Got the right screwdriver this time.
Sure.
Yep. Well, we might. Oh, there we go. Dad's like, oh, it's getting easy to turn. Shoot. Maybe we need to screw this thing completely off of it. Usually it's just like an outer set screw. That's all this is, but maybe there's more to it. Dang old Japanese stuff. They do make some nice equipment though. I will say that. This thing is just old.
I would say.
It sounds like there's no grease in the gearbox either, judging by the sound of this. Hear it?
Oh yeah.
It don't sound healthy. I don't think it's getting any easier to steer either. It almost acts like the root of our issues is right here at the top. And my dad said there's this thing right here is where the oil goes in it. So maybe we can pull that off and let's check the oil in it. Fill it up full of PB Blaster.
Oh.
Ouch, that was my kneecap. We should know that this isn't just gonna break loose. That bird's gonna be tight. Nope. She ain't coming loose, is she? Not a chance. I don't think this is gonna help anything, but I almost wonder if like the bushing right up here in the top of the steering column's a little... Oh, it's sinking down into it. Maybe we can just keep pumping this thing full and it'll sink down into the steering box. It's free for me. Free 99.
It's free for me.
You see where someone else has been like pouring stuff in it too.
There you go.
I know, but it still ain't. It should be way easy.
Back in the day, they didn't have power steering. Did they?
They had power steering, just not on a tractor that cost $1,000 brand new in 1974. And it's only got 431 hours. Shoot, boy.
That's crazy.
This don't sound good. That noise it's making don't sound good at all. It's sinking down in there to it. I almost wonder if we should just like drill a tiny little hole in the side of the steering column, you know?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe it is getting easier. Or maybe it's because I'm using 2 hands.
Oh. There you go.
All right, maybe that's good enough. We can go try to get this clutch broke loose. Dad said that someone just put a clutch in it. Maybe they put it in wrong or something, I don't know.
Maybe put the PB block in.
But also see right here, this clutch pedal isn't contacting anything, so you can see where it's been adjusted all the way to the end. So I don't know. Pushing it forward should release it, and I wonder if they put something in backwards. See if it's got an inspection plate. Nope. No inspection plate. Crap. I don't think it'd be that hard to split. Do you? Take it apart? You don't know. I don't know why I asked you that.
Come on, tractor man.
We need to start calling this Will It Move, because we're like, oh, this thing started right up. But she don't move. Not in the right way, at least. Yep, something definitely ain't right. Because it should not be just free playing around like that. Well, looks like we're at a splitter. Dang it. Alright, so they're getting ready. They changed oil in the Kenworth, they greased everything on it. We're gonna help them make sure that back tire's full of air and they're good to go. Hey, just shut it off. Yeah. That's all right. We gotta have some starting fluid and have some fun today. We won't have to call your mom and tell her you got burnt today. Bitch, come on. That didn't work. Get some better starting fluid. Hold that. There it is. Ain't leaking no more. All right, so them fellers are off and hitting the road with their Kenworth back to Texas, and good luck to them fellas. I guess we're gonna push this thing in the shop, see if we can split it in half right quick and see what's up with this clutch. It's worth throwing a $150, $200 clutch in it, I guess. God, this thing is just gushing now. We're gonna have to roll it in the shop quick. Look at it. Crap. It's gonna be flat before we even get it in there.
Yeah, oh, it's flat.
Come on.
Rip it out.
I'm trying. Crap. All right. Oh. Push. Yeah, I definitely had to fix the steering. Come on, Ryan, I thought you were gonna push. Jeez. All right. Come here. Come right here. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out why this clutch ain't acting right. Right here, you can see in there kind of the throwout bearing. Anyhow, come right here, Ryan. So I'm gonna point to it, then I'm gonna fix it so you guys will understand. But right here is the throwout bearing, and right back here, where the tip of my screwdriver is where the clutch fork hits it, and this thing's twisted. It's not right. This grease fitting should be pointing straight to us, not up the sky. So I'm gonna fix it right quick. All right, look at that. I got a clutch now. It might work. Just maybe. Probably should take some of that play out of it, I guess. Just that little bit, doesn't need that much. Let's roll this thing out just a couple turns. Just take care of that play there. All right, we'll put the cover back on it. We're gonna put a cotter key back in there, and then it should drive now. With a flat tire. Oh. And now you guys can see inside here. So what I was talking about was this throwout arm right here, which is like a shift fork against the throwout bearing, and it's right where it needs to be now. So should be good to go. Thankfully, the nice Kubota engineers devised this plate to go there. All right, all tight. Our steering box still has issues though. I guess let's start it up, make sure the clutch works, and then we'll start addressing some other cotter key, cotter pin. Putting this clutch shaft here. Oh dang, might have got one too big.
You need a tack.
A tack?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Yeah, maybe we'll get the next size down. I think I just got the same size. Yep. All right, cotter key engage. Not a very big one, but it'll do the job, I reckon.
Fingers crossed.
Oh, it just broke. It just broke again. There's got to be something that's not lined up right or something in there. Dang. About to just weld this mug. She broke loose again. Did you take the pin out?
Yeah.
The cotter pin? You took the cotter key out, but you didn't take the pin out.
The pin out, yes.
The pin.
The little thing.
It's out? Are you? Oh, I see the problem. We're gonna have to split it. Okay, I'm gonna do our best. Hold the camera right there. All right, don't move it. So what happened is whoever put the clutch in here is brand new, put the throwout bearing on backwards. So you see right here, this piece that's beveled is supposed to be facing towards the clutch. And the flat piece is supposed to be back here. So whenever you press it in, this bearing doesn't spin. This bearing should be spinning. And guess what? It doesn't. That's why our clutch isn't working. Poop. I don't think it'd be that hard. We could probably do it in like 20 minutes, have this thing apart.
Yeah?
Should we set a quick time lapse and do it?
Yeah.
All right.
Here.
The throw bearing's in backwards.
Oh.
Ooh, boy, slide my finger up good. probably have to have a pair of needle nose pliers. Here, hang on. Let me grab some of these pliers. I'm gonna take this off this spring holding it. That throwout bearing may not even be any good.
Turn around and see.
So this part right there is supposed to go against the clutch in here. And it's been riding the wrong way. Oh, and look, some clutch is stuck too, it looks like. See how they're not even? Yeah, might as well buzz it off and check this clutch if I might have to get a new clutch. Maybe foobarred. Comment down below if you guys know what foobar means. Not good. See, that's coming up, releasing there like it should. See, these fingers aren't all even. Yeah, the clutch disc it's not even. There it is. So this little thing that holds that clutch finger in place was not in the right spot. So we're not out of the woods yet. We might be able to slide this thing back together if I can get this bearing off and turned around. So let's go see if we can knock it off and turn around. What I'm gonna do is find a socket. It fits right in there perfect. Close to perfect. And we're gonna tap her down. Without getting the sockets. Jeez.
Dang.
We're just on a roll today, boys. Crap. Okay, a socket that doesn't fit snug. We need what we need. Nope. There we go. Oh, shoot. Ouch. That did not feel good. I'm gonna walk up in front in the office because our mics quit working and it's super loud out back. But you can see right here where the bearing has just welded up, where it was facing the clutch the wrong way. If we turn around, it's still not gonna work, and you can see it's just froze up. So what I'm gonna do is order a new throwout bearing for this boy, and hopefully be in a couple days we'll do another video on putting her back together. But for now, had a little bit of fun with this thing. Let's go out here with the white cap over, and I think Lake's finishing up pressure washing. We got these wheels on it, and the coolant leak is, can't even talk. The coolant leak's fixed. Let's go. So while we were in there splitting our little free Kubota, Lake was out here getting some new coolant lines put there to go to the coolant filter, and he topped it back off full of coolant. So looks like I should have no more coolant leaks now, thankfully. And these wheels turned out freaking sick from by truckwheels.com. So there you have it, guys. Our trailer is pretty much in tip-top, pristine condition. I've decided to go ahead and sell it because Wednesday we are going down to see our friends over at Globe Trailers down in Bradenton on our way down to the Christmas tree drags at Cletus. And we're gonna be ordering ourselves a brand new Globe trailer, and that'll be coming up in the next video on Wednesday. Maybe, it'll be here Wednesday, we'll be posting it, or Thursday, something like that. But Wednesday we're going to Bradenton to see Globe Trailers. So that's why we're selling this trailer. We may still keep white collar, but everything's for sale for the right money. Of course, everybody knows that. But if anybody's interested in our trailer here, we're gonna post it up for like $45,000 and go from there. It doesn't have any issues, no leaks. It's in tip-top shape. Everything works great. And the wheels just totally like change the shape and make the trailer top to bottom. Like, woo, woo. This thing looks brand new now, boy. You got that DuPont overhaul. goddamn Circle K wheels on the front. It does look a million times better though, you can't lie.
Oh yeah.
It looks so good. Especially I like how these trailers like tuck the wheels up underneath them. It just looks so nice. So that's a wrap for the video. Well, we'll try to get a bearing for this Kubota and get this thing fixed up this week. We're gonna work on the pulling sled. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. All kinds of cool stuff happening. So comment down below. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you smash the like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe. See you later. Peace.